All right, welcome back. If you can guess where we are, well, you've either played the game a lot or you have read my mind. A lot has happened since the last episode. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I don't even remember what happened at the end of the last episode. But we are in the farmhouse at Pleasant Valley right now. Oh yeah, I think I remember. I was talking about what I was going to do in the next episode, and if we were going to go to Pleasant Valley to do the bunker there, or if we were going to go to Bleak Inlet to do the bunker there. Was it Bleak Inlet or Hush River Valley? Right, we already did Hush River Valley. Anyways, so off camera and through sheer determination, I guess, I walked all the way back to Ash Canyon. All the way back to Ash Canyon, where we started the game. Let's see. So, this is where we ended the episode, the last one on day 113. Day 114, I made it to Mystery Lake, and then the dam, and then Pleasant Valley. Day 115, Pleasant Valley to Timberwolf Mountain. Checked out the Mountaineer's Hut. Day 115 to 116, the Wing, Crystal Lake, Mountaineer's Hut, Crystal Lake, Mountaineer's Hut. This was me basically gathering cattails and getting some loot from that plain wing. Timberwolf Mountain, Black Rock Cave. I chilled there because I almost froze to death. Then Timberwolf Mountain again. Basically, we're just in Timberwolf Mountain for the time being because we have to go through Timberwolf Mountain to get to Ash Canyon. Ash Canyon was all of day 118. Miner's Folly is where this was my goal, was Miner's Folly. Day 119 was coming back home. And day 120 so far is we are back in Pleasant Valley. So the whole reason that I went to Ash Canyon was for this. Woodworking tools. Now, I could have waited until we got to the zone of contamination, and maybe there would have been one there, because we looked it up. I know there's one there. Not guaranteed, though. So I didn't want to take that chance. I went ahead and did it off camera. Also off camera, I killed a moose. And I am ashamed to say that with just a revolver, it took about 20 shots. I don't know why, but if I'd had a flare, I would have used that. Because flares one shot, I think, bears and moose and stuff. I think. Maybe they don't do moose. Maybe they just do bears. Anyway, killed a moose, got his hide. Been thinking kind of about making this moose hide cloak for fun, even though its stats aren't that good. It's got pretty good protection, and it's practically waterproof. But it's not really good for anything. We've already got the satchel, so. But anywho, if you look at the stuff I brought back from Timberwolf Mountain, another Fire Striker. I am wearing an alternative set of clothing. As you can see, I don't normally have these two on. I don't normally have this on. I don't normally have this on. I went without any of those actually on, and it was so cold the whole time that I had to put on what clothing I could find on the way to Ash Canyon because it was really cold in Timberwolf Mountain. I also have quite a bit of food on me. Look at all the airplane food we have. And 161 cattail stalks. I left the house with 30, and we have 161. It is worth noting I did not go all the way back up to the top of Timberwolf Mountain. All of this was merely from the random containers that fell off the ship in other parts of Timberwolf Mountain that we never went to. I also found a bonus satchel, another lantern, and some flares. But yeah, as you can see, the wolves were relentless. It was brutal. I left the house with like 70 rounds, and I'm down to 27. And I also got this. I had to break down a workbench in order to get this, but you have to have this in order to make this, to make a workbench in our base or outside of our base or something. I guess it has to be inside of it because it won't let you build outside. But we have to make a furniture workbench to make that, and that is, of course, right here. So, blah, blah, blah. We have what we needed. And what we needed was the word woodworking tools. So, mission accomplished. Now, we have to play the waiting game. We need to wait for an aurora because while we are in Pleasant Valley, before I walk all the way back through Mystery Lake and Forlorn Muskeg and Broken Railroad and the Far Range Branch Line, all the way back home, we're doing this because I am not walking back here again. I am sick and tired of walking. That's all I have been doing.
I'll be hungry later.
Oh, and I was also thinking about taking salt with me. We found some salt somewhere, but I can't remember where. It might have been back at like the community center. If we find it from now on, I'm gonna take it because I would actually like to try my hand at making a. There was a salt and meat curing box right here. We need 17 pounds of salt, but you can put your meat in it and it will basically keep for practically ever. It keeps pretty long already, but I think that would be neat to have. So it's something I'm gonna. I forgot I left you here. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, we need to wait for nighttime. See some carrots. Need to wait for the aurora to kick in, and then we will head over to the Pleasant Valley bunker, and then from there, I will head on back home, off camera most likely, because it is a long, long walk, and I gotta tell you, I've been doing so much off camera that it's about to kill me. I am so exhausted. Let's take a sleep. Take a sleep. Have a nap. Eat some food. It's been, oof, I tell you, it's been rough. It's a lot of walking. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Ash Canyon. It's one of my more favorite areas in the game now. Like, the more I explore Ash Canyon, the more I like Ash Canyon. But it is rough when you have to walk that far to get something. It's pretty bad. Is there any firewood left in here? Because I don't have any water. The only way I could climb down from Timberwolf Mountain upon returning to Pleasant Valley was I had to drop off the water we were carrying. I did not have the game wasn't going to let me. The game wasn't going to let me climb while encumbered, as it always does.
Gotta go.
So I had to drop something off, and I ended up choosing the water, because I'm like, well, you know, I can just make more water. And of course now I forgot, and I need to make more. But water takes quite a bit of time to cook, so I don't want to fudge this up. Cook, boil, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, there is your long 8-minute intro, me talking about everything that I've done. It's been a hell of an experience off camera. It's not been bad, but it took so long. It probably took me every bit of like 3 hours, bare minimum 3 hours, going all the way from Transfer Pass to the Far Range Branch Line, the Broken Railroad, the Forlorn Muskeg, through Mystery Lake, through the Carter Hydroelectric Dam, through Pleasant Valley, through Timberwolf Mountain, up to Ash Canyon, and now we're on the way back right now as I speak. So it's been a journey, and your boy is eager to get home and kick up his feet. You know what? Might as well just, oh, that's a weird way to do it, but let's just do double, just to be safe.
heavy.
Too heavy. Oh, yeah, that's already down. Alright, I don't know if the Aurora will strike tonight or not. It is usually random. I will say that last night it happened, I think, or the night before last in-game, and it happened like before the sun had even gone down completely. It was already playing the music. And it kind of caught me off guard. I'd never experienced that before. I really wish I could remember where that salt was that I found. Man, I remember finding like a big package of salt like 2 or 3 times, and I've never grabbed it because I didn't think anything about it. Oh, I don't need to sleep all night. What am I doing? Maybe 3 hours. We may... Nope, we did get it. We did. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. Alright, cool. Let's go. The weather outside sounds horrible, but it can't be if the aurora's happening. Yeah, it's just windy. Alright. Is it cold? Kinda. There's a wolf right there. The wolves have been just obnoxiously aggressive. I have been fighting for my goddamn life off camera. I mean, it's like here's a wolf. Here's another wolf. Every 10 minutes, I'm firing 2 or 3 shots.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
I'm probably too close. And the audio's glitching. He's not moving. Oh, now he is. Okay. Where are you going? Okay. I'm cool with him just stalking me for now. Let's just work with that. Alright. I would like to pull out the thing, the radio. Here we go. Yeah, I knew it was in this direction. I didn't remember exactly where, but... No cash popping up. That's not even that important, though. I am exhausted. It's almost like I have been the one that physically walked all the way to Ash Canyon. I know it sounds crazy, but... I am tired. I've been sitting here for about 5 hours playing this game. And... so far, I've only recorded 13 minutes of that. It's been rough. If this game would let you have a snowmobile, just that you could just take across certain large areas, like you know, Far Range Branch Line, Forlorn Muskeg, you know, Pleasant Valley, Mystery Lake. Those are all areas that are basically just big straight lines. So I don't see issues with doing that, but I don't know, whatever. Whatever. This dickhead behind us needs to shut up. He won't leave us alone. I really just don't want to shoot anything else. I have wasted so much ammo just trying to stay alive. I shouldn't have tried to kill the moose. It took 20 bullets. It was obnoxious. The moose wasn't even like charging at me either. I just wanted to kill it out of spite. I was like, hey, yeah, you know, moose. I could get a moose jacket. And it just ended up being a pain. Ended up being a very large pain in the butt. Wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth the ammo I had to expend. Beep. 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 I think it's back up in there. Man, I really want these cattail stalks. I'm gonna have to grab them on the way out. Oh, I can't go that way, I don't think. You're a real McAsshole, Wolf. I could absolutely I might be able to shake him here, though, actually. Hang on. No. Oh, yeah, look, see? Dumbass. I cannot path to the player here. I know not what to do as a result. Jackass. Alright. Still wasted a bullet, but it was a bullet that was guaranteed to work, and not one that would just instigate an attack. So I would say that was the better move. Oh, come on. The Aurora is kind of quiet tonight, isn't it? Doesn't seem like it's making a lot of its usual little sounds. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, use your imagination. It's gonna keep getting faster. Faster and faster and faster. And then we're gonna have to listen to some journal entries and blah, 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 blah. The usual. The thing I'm looking forward to the most is, oh my god, how many flares? What I'm looking forward to the most is having storage in the house. I am so excited being able to properly store stuff and not just have it sitting around everywhere. No, not that. That. There's probably not a whole lot here. I've already got a spare set of those. I don't really need more flares. I don't need to be grabbing everything that we come across because I'm already encumbered and I don't want to be going too awful slow. We'll probably drop some stuff, but not a whole lot. Okay, we'll go left first like usual. I don't need any water. I don't need any more coffee. I've got like fucking 12 tins of coffee. Canned ham.
This is any good to eat.
Still good. Okay, sure. Peaches, corn. Soda. Minnesota. Alright. Oh, don't do that. I never want you to do that. Open it. Come on. Man, you got it really close to this one. For nothing. For nothing. I say.
Someone's stash.
Someone's stash. Waka waka. Okay. Oh, ruined? Yep, called it. All the energy bars are usually ruined. As is energy bars, peanut butter, and what's the other one I'm thinking of? Maple syrup. So far, all of that we have found is, yeah, it's all ruined.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Session 12. Project
Mackenzie
Medical
has
Officer
toe thumbs.
interviewing Patient 7. Back to the third instance. Find the bridge between them.
Trying to. Okay. It starts the same as every other time. A dark room. Square. I feel the wall behind me, and I can barely make out the walls to the right and left. Smooth, like steel or glass. I can't see the wall opposite me. It's too dim. I walk forward, and that's when I notice it. Every time. The pit. Just a hole in the floor. Really, it's funny. The floor seems to slope a little bit as it reaches the edge. but the floor is made of bricks. Bricks that start to bend, best I can tell.
And the end? The last image you can remember?
That's when it shows up.
What shows up? Can you describe it?
From across the pit, where the other wall should be, something darker than everything around it, sort of floating. It moves to the edge of the hole. No face, just a moving shape. A shadow.
Blah,
Is it me?
blah,
My face?
blah.
God damn it. Man, that's when I wake up. Every damn time.
Okay, thank God. There's one down. You know, I should have turned the goddamn fucking thing off. The fucking thing I have in my hand. I can't remember the name of because I'm a retard. Lantern. It's a lantern. As we all know. Okay, I skipped this one on accident. Alright, here we go again. Also, that dude, what he was describing in that one, I wasn't actually listening, but I was reading it with my headphones off. It sounds like he's describing the Dark Walker, which is a really fun challenge in this game, where you basically just have to, like, run away from this shadowy figure.
We ran power to Rudiger's machine for the first time yesterday. It was nothing like what they predicted, even at half energy. I still have no idea what the endgame for all of this will be. The whole project. And I'm seeing now that few of the men building it do either. It's all over their faces. All this time underground isn't helping their morale, but I'm confident our fragile truce will hold until we're finished. We worked hard to make it this far after what happened to Team 3. But afterwards? Impossible to say.
Okay, thank goodness. That just leaves Bleak Inlet. We are almost finished with the first part of the quest. We're gonna go to bed now, though, because I am a sleepy, tired boy. And I'm really encumbered, too, and that's not great. I'm thinking I'm going to bail on some of the clothing we have. Like, for example, that, and that, and that. And I didn't come with this either, actually. I kind of want to drop that too, but I'm going to keep it because I like the look of it. We just have so much frickin' stuff. Look at this. I don't need another whetstone. And I don't really need another flare. I kind of want to keep the marine flares because they're cool. And I'm still going to be 16 pounds over when I wake up in the morning. Ugh. Do I really need another lantern? Not really. Let's just go to bed. Let's eat some food and go to bed. We'll eat this soda. Nom nom nom. We'll chew on the can. And we'll do some corn.
My stomach.
You got food poisoning
Hurts. Oh, it
from
hurts.
canned corn? It's canned. And it's corn. How do you get food poisoning from that? Whatever, it's fine. We'll be better by morning, so it's not a big deal. Food poisoning is antibiotics, apparently. And now we go to sleep. Well, actually, no, I need to top myself top myself off on water. Alright. Sleep through the stomach food poisoning thing. Okay, good. Alright, I can't see anything at all anywhere. Actually, I kind of can see where I'm at. Is it here? Aha, it is. Look at me. Okay, so we are quite overweight.
Drop something.
Oh. Oh man, I thought the weather was terrible because all I saw was this, and I thought that was like the, you know, ignore me. Let's drink some water. That'll get us down to about 114. 113. Alright. So, now the episode is going to be really boring from here on out because the only thing I'm going to be doing is walking back towards Transfer Pass. That's where our base of operations is. Now the good news is, when I get there, I'm going to have all the means necessary to make storage containers and whatnot. I think the biggest part of that is just going to be finding, you know, the materials needed, like cedar and fir, firewood, and whatnot, and etc. I don't need to go this way, but I am going to grab the cattail stalks. So, if you're paying slight attention, you will notice that we are definitely cold, even during the daytime now. We have nowhere near the clothing that we normally have on. Like, the difference is astronomical. Normally, we have a warmth bonus of about 50 degrees and a windproof bonus of about 25. Well, right now, it's 32 and 22. So, the windproof bonus is about the same, but we've lost nearly 20 degrees in warmth overall. You know, in exchange for movement speed and whatchamacallit, carrying capacity. I do wish there was some other stuff I could drop. And really there is. I don't need this much lantern fuel. I mean, I could probably drop that. It would be fine. But me being me, and me being a hoarder, I just can't bring myself to do it. It's just, I can't. It's blasphemous. Lantern fuel is a precious commodity in this game, and I want to have a bunch of it. So, yeah, I'm going to hang on to it. But, you know, there's not a whole lot of traveling between here and Transfer Pass that doesn't have pretty periodic cover. Like, you know, here's a cave, here's a house, here's a building, here's something. So it's not been the biggest deal in the world when I get cold, because I just usually pop inside, you know, I'll travel down the road and I'll get cold and hypothermia or risk will kick in, and then I'll just pop into a cave or something and go to sleep for like an hour and wake up, and you know, things are fine. I did get caught out in a blizzard on my way back down from Ash Canyon. I was in Timberwolf Mountain, heading back to the mountaineering hut at the bottom of the mountain, and we were coming from the wing, so we were coming off from like the side of the lake. And I was probably, I don't know, 50 yards away from the lake, which is then only about 50 yards away from the mountaineering hut. And the world's worst blizzard just exploded on me out of nowhere. And at the same time, on the edge of the lake, a pack of timber wolves were waiting for me. So not only did I get to deal with a timber wolf attack, they were running around nipping me and stuff like that. I was running around in a blizzard, desperately trying to find that one single fishing hut on Crystal Lake, and I did find it pretty quickly too, thank God. And yeah, I hid in there for a moment.
Can't feel my feet.
Gathered my stamina and then just booked it and got the hell out of there. The Timberwolves were quite persistent. They did not give up. I got to the mountaineering hut, slept all night after that, and the Timberwolf attack was still going on when I woke up. I'm not sure why that happened. I thought that eventually it was supposed to, you know, go away, but it did not. And neither did the Timberwolves, because they stayed around too. And that was fantastic. Got to deal with that. Alright. We are so slow. Oh, we are so slow. See, like right now is a pretty good example of what I was talking about going wrong. This is a good example of things going wrong because I'm nowhere near any place to go inside except for the radio tower, and it's up and to the left. And I'm also cold at the same time.
I'm freezing.
My clothing isn't good enough to keep me warm, and I really don't want to have to walk all the way to the cave that leads us to Mystery Lake. Because that's a little far from here. But it's one or the other, you know. It's either freeze. I don't think I'm gonna, I'm not gonna die. I mean, it's just a really good walk either way. It's not too far to the radio tower, but I really don't want to have to go in the radio tower right now either. I just want to kind of, I don't want to have to go off of the path I'm taking. I don't want to do any more walking than this damn game has already made me do, because it has been one hell of a day for me. So I'm kind of getting a little picky. But I will say, I do kind of like the early game feeling of having to grab sticks and stuff and making a fire not to freeze to death, you know? Normally you kind of get past that pretty quick. I'm so slow because we have so much gear. I wouldn't have brought the travois even if it hadn't fallen through the map, but in situations like this, it's nice. And of course, you know, once we get to the cave that leads to the dam, it's a pain in the ass again because you have to unload the whole thing. Can't feel my hands. Well, you didn't pick up enough sticks to make a good fire. We need at least like a dozen, probably. Now, if you want to get warmed up, you better find some more sticks. Mackenzie. Yeah, look how slow we are. Ugh, this is sprinting. This is sprinting speed. It is brutal. Fortunately for you, I'm not going to record this whole walk back because that would just basically be some form of torture. But I will at least get to the dam, I think, and then I'll end the episode there. Seems fair. I'm gonna have to make a fire though. I'm gonna warm myself up. I don't want to risk hypothermia. I don't think we'd get it anyways, but just to be safe, we will make a quick little fire here and break some sticks by hand. It'll be fine. And I'll even burn an accelerant just so I have a little less weight on me. How about a little less weight? There we go. This is good enough right here. Plenty of wood. Look at all the firewood. Got firewood for days over here. Yeah, we're only at 21%. That's not bad.
That should help warm things up.
That should help warm things up. What is it? Nom, 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 nom. Boop. There you go. And we'll take us a little 1 hour power nap here. How bad can the weather possibly get in 1 hour? He says. Tomato soup wins because it's the first item I saw, even though the quality was probably the highest. Num 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 num. You get some potato, you get some warm soup in you, and you grab a torch, and suddenly it's nowhere near as cold as it was. Feels like 25. Yeah, 25 is great. We can deal with that. Not a fan of the snow, but hopefully it's nothing serious. I'm always apprehensive about things when it starts to snow because it could mean a blizzard's getting ready to tear through. And you never know, it's always just random. All of this for a woodworking kit. It's a whole lot of walking for a freaking toolbox to make some wood furniture out of. But I'm not grumpy. No siree, I'm not grumpy at all. I'm totally fine with how things have gone. I'm not even touching the mouse or keyboard. I'm just sitting here with my arms crossed in my lap, just hunched over watching Mackenzie walk. Look at that on your left there. 3 maple saplings back there. That's crazy. We haven't passed the entrance, right? I don't think so. I think it's right up here. Yeah, it's where this tree is. It's right there. Or right there. Not there, there. Not there, there. There, not there, there. No, it's there. It's there. It is actually right there. It's. I'm jumping the gun a little bit. So anywho, that'll pretty much do it for this one. I guess off camera, I'm gonna get to walk all the way back. I'm gonna get to walk all the way back to Pleasant Valley. Or not Pleasant Valley, all the way back to Mystery Lake, through the dam, and then I'll go from Mystery Lake to Forlorn Muskeg, and then I'll walk through Forlorn Muskeg, and I'll go all the way to Broken Railroad, and then I'll walk all the way through Broken Railroad to the Far Range Branch Line, and then I'll walk through the Far Range Branch Line all the way to Transfer Pass, and then I'll walk all the way through Transfer Pass to our little home. And I will take everything out of our inventory and organize it and then try to make some furniture off camera as well. Not like I really had to go up here like this, but whatever. I'll try to make some storage containers and whatnot. I'm pretty sure those were fairly simple to make. There was one that I was fine with, like the really simple thing. Yeah, the rustic storage box. Yeah, it's literally just cedar firewood. So, I don't know. I may want to make bigger stuff. It's kind of hard to tell. Look at this. What did I say? Look. Called it. Fucking called it. We are so lucky this didn't happen like a minute ago. I am a prophet. Fuck this weather. Get me in this cave. Alright. I will end it here.
Drop any of this gear.
And the next time you see an episode, the one after this, if nothing crazy happens, it should be back at the base. And it should have quite a different look to it. Thanks for watching.